Hey everyone, this is Mike with CryptoTaxed. In today's video, we're going to look at the charts at Bitcoin and some other altcoins. But before we begin, let's just go over that quick disclaimer. Any information provided in these videos or accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now here on this channel, we like doing a little technical analysis and looking back at history as far as Bitcoin and some altcoins. We also do the news of the day, or just kind of the general news of the week. And we also have what I call like a Crypto 101 course. So if you're new to the crypto world, you're just learning, you're looking at these charts, wanting to understand, but you don't know how to buy, we have videos for water wallets, water exchanges, how do you trade in between exchanges. And we don't do that at any cost. We provide that perfectly free. I know there's people out there that will charge for that, but we really love the crypto world and we want it to grow. And I feel by providing that information to people who are new to crypto for no charge really helps our world grow. It's not trying to take advantage of people. So by all means, I'll put a link above. Check that out if you want to. Now, let's just go over what we were talking about earlier. We're just going to start hopping into Bitcoin and some other of your bigger coins and some, I call it wildcard coins. But the first one we'll look at is Bitcoin. Now, this particular chart is on the Bitfinex chart, as you can see here. And a couple days ago, I did a video about what I think Bitcoin's going to do. And to my surprise, we'll zoom in here. We are pretty much on my ugly artwork, but as you can see, I said we'd go down, we'd find a resistance, and we should come back up. And as you can see, we are following that pattern pretty darn well. Now, do I think we're going to hold that pattern? Probably to a degree. I hope it stays like this for the health of Bitcoin. But, we're going to need some more volume. Right now, the MACD and stochastic RSI both look promising for this. If you want to call it a prediction, so be it, prediction. It's more or less what I think the graph will do long term. Now, whether it stays on this line, I don't know. It might go a little further over here. It might go more horizontal and come up and test it here. Who knows? It might just stay right here on this blue line and, it makes me look brilliant. I ain't got a clue. But this is the level of resistance we need to break, and this is why I drew it. We needed to test this white line or our old resistance, which we broke through here, as a level of support, which is what we just did. We found this as support. Now we're starting to trend back upwards. This last level is our last high. If we can break through this next level and use this resistance as support, we should come through here. It'd be great if we came up to our next high, which is right here. And I tell you what, let's just go ahead and throw some lines on this right now, you guys, while I'm thinking about it. Well, since we had the last one red, let's make this one red, and we'll make a dotted line and make it look all pretty and stuff. But let's go right here, and we'll just make a nice little straight line right there. And let's just go ahead and make this dotted. And that way y'all can see what I'm exactly talking about. There you go. So this is the zone we need to be in. So we need to break this resistance. We need to come up. It'd be great if we tested it. I find that a little hard to believe with the volume that we have going on. I feel like it would go above it halfway, maybe right at halfway. Come down and test this level as support. Once you break resistance, you want to find support. So if we can find support, then test it. That's why I drew this curve the way I did. That's what I would expect in a healthy market. If this is truly going to be this breakout rally, like a lot of people are predicting, where, as you can see, this was the lowest low of the year, and we've been setting consistently higher lows. We kind of tested it here, but I'm still saying it's higher. This one's higher. So if we're going to stay on this uptrend, break this resistance, which we did, we need to stay in something like this to continue this rally. So with that being said, candlestick patterns, we had the dojis up here that predicted a slight bullish mark, which it went a little, it was a slightly bearish mark, which it did go bearish. And then we have a little uptrend candlestick right here, but it's not like an engulfing bull candlestick. It's not like a Morningstar, or any strong indicators like, oh yeah, this is going to shoot to the moon. This is more of a, hey, we're going to test this resistance. We're going to see if we can break this resistance. And this is kind of what these candlesticks. Now, could we come up here and test that level, then come back down and find support here? Absolutely. The level that we really need to be concerned with is this green line. This is our new support level. And I know a lot of people go draw horizontal lines and all that. I don't really attend to that. I believe you go to your lowest points and you make a ray pretty much, go off of it. And that support level should be constantly uptrending. As you can see, it is right now, just as much as our resistance is downtrending. So as long as we can find support above the green, that means we're still in our uptrend pattern. But this is what we need to look for. And again, this is the Bitfinex, so I know it's tied to Tether. And some people like it, some people don't. So I also have the Coinbase one over here. So let's go ahead and look at Coinbase. Coinbase is tied to the US dollar. Last video I talked about how, it's probably going to find resistance here, come down. And then I said it should go back and test it again because we're getting to the end of this channel, this descending triangle. And as you can see, we're right there on it right now. We're testing it. If you look at your stochastic RSI, you look at your MACD, both of these are very bullish indicators. The candlestick patterns that we have are more bullish candlestick patterns. So, and I'm going to try to freehand this. Again, I apologize for my artwork. It's not beautiful, but I'm trying. So, it wouldn't shock me if we come up here, go about halfway, and we come back down, and we test this level again, and come up. So, kind of like in the other pattern for Bitcoin from Bitfinex, we'll take a quick peek at that. Go through, come up, and go through. That's kind of what I'm projecting with the US dollar. It could very easily come up here and find resistance and come back down. The main thing is this is our support level, the ultimate support level. We do not need to go below this. We need to stay above and maintain. If we come back down here, it's fine as long as we find support. But we need to break through this upper green line. This is our resistance. We need to break through it. Once we break through it, our next high is right here at roughly $6,700. That's the next big resistance level we need to break through. Come through, break through that. And then once we break through that, once we start setting some newer highs, we can start making an uptrend line. Because once we go through that, the next high, as you can see, is right here, $7,300, $7,400 range. So as you can see, that's kind of the trend we need to go on. So if it's me, it looks like we're going on a little uptrend. We're definitely going to test this right here in the next couple days. Whether we break through it or not is going to be the big key. So, all right, so that's my take on Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and just go through the ones that we've set aside. So here's Ripple. And I've told you all along I'd be very, very leery about going in Ripple because it looks like it's going in a channel like that right there as a mark. So, I'm adding all kinds of stuff to the charts here. I apologize. But it looks like it's just adding. So it's going down, it's going down, it's still going down. But the dotted red line is actually our resistance level now. So what we've had is we had that massive day. We broke through resistance. We came down, tested it. Now we set pretty much an equal level. So this is where we need to break through the resistance overall if we want to go on a rally. So, but we came down, and by doing that, we set two new lows. And in that, we created this channel that we're currently in. And as you can see, this channel goes right here. So as of right now, we're getting ready to test it again. Now, this is on a day projection, so this candlestick is not set in stone yet. But if this candlestick, and I'm going to zoom in, so you can see it, if it ends just like what you see right here, and I know it's hard to see because it's thin, that's a tombstone. Tombstones are very, very much so a bearish indicator. Just as much as this one on the top of an uptrend is a bearish indicator. So if I'm looking at Ripple, personally, I'd be more leery of hopping in it. Because right now, you don't have a bullish indicator here on the MACD. the stochastic is a little bullish, but the problem is it's a little overbought right now for my blood. As far as tombstones are considered, here's another one right there. As you can see, that indicator is considered tombstone. Look what it does. It falls off. So it would not surprise me if this one comes and it falls off. Now, I don't think it's going to come down here. I don't want to be misconstrued with what I'm thinking. Just be aware going into Ripple that, you know, right now is not, in my humble opinion, I'm not a financial expert, that it doesn't look as positive. If anything, horizontal or a downish trend. But I don't think we're going to go down here and go, you know, rock bottom. I'm not projecting that by no means. I think we're just going to find a little resistance. We're going to come down and we'll come back up and we'll test it again. I don't think right now is the time we break through it. Let's go ahead and go over here to Ethereum. And like we said before, Ethereum came down. It was testing this downtrend and it broke through the resistance. It set a new high. And then now it's come up and it's actually set another, a lower high. So this lower high has now created a resistance level. So here's our support level because we have two new lows that are about the same. And we have this channel that we're in. So, you know, it wouldn't be surprising if we're going to trade in this channel because you're talking, you know, what, $50 roughly channel here. And it's very possible, but along with Ripple, if you look, this candlestick pattern is not very bullish. So again, I would be a little more leery of it. The MACD crossing is actually it's slightly bullish, but it's not in I would write home about. This is on the stochastic is also bullish, but again, it's not something I would write home about saying, hey, we're about to go break through this resistance. So on this one, you know, because they are bullish, I think this candlestick will end up more bullish. We're probably going to come up here and test this level again before breaking back down, testing the support. And probably on that second one's where we're going to break loose. So that's kind of, if I was a betting person, what I would bet against is we're probably going to come up here just a little bit and then break down. Here's Litecoin. Litecoin's the one I've been most worried about, just because the bearish indicators here, during those two particular days, like I said before in a previous video, this one out of all the coins we talked about worried me the most. And that's because right here is our support level. If we break through the support level, I've said it before, our next level of support is going to be roughly $35. That's a big tumble. So as long as it's trading above this support level, that's fine. But there's little room for error. And we're getting to the end of this descending triangle. So it's somewhere over here is going to make a decision. Hey, am I going down or am I going up? So hopefully it's going to be an uptrend. Right now, the indicators on the MACD and the stochastic show a more bullish. Because, you know, you've made your cross here. This one's starting to go up and flatten out there, which is a bullish trend. So, you know, this one very easily can go up. Now, I don't think it's going to go up here just because the patterns just aren't showing it. It's more horizontal. So from here, you could go slightly up and then it's probably going to come down, test it again and kind of go up, something of that nature. It's one that I'd be leery of if you were thinking about getting into Litecoin. You know, it could be great. This could be the low that Litecoin sets for years to come, is somewhere in this range. If you bought now, great. But, you know, I'm not so sold on this because it's just testing its head against this support level. And it can very easily just fall out. So I would hold off if it's me. Again, not a financial advisor. Make your own decisions. I'm just trying to give you the best advice possible. Here's EOS. So in the last video, we were talking about how it broke through the resistance level. And then it's starting to set new lower highs. But it's also setting new higher lows, which is forming this wedge. And right now we're trading in this channel. What we need to see happen is it break through this level and then break through here. And with EOS, I feel that this particular one is actually going to test this resistance level in the next coming days, because the stochastic and MACD are about to make a very bullish cross, and so next couple days it should test this level, and that's going to determine whether it goes up here, test the next level, come down and go up, or it could do, let me put another line, we'll make this one red, we'll make that one blue, I'm sorry, and then it can make another one where we come here, test this level and come back down this channel, test support and come through that way. So that's kind of the pattern it's going at. Personally, I'm leaning more to the blue line, not the red line. So just be aware. That's kind of what I'm feeling based on the candlesticks and the way everything's lining up for this one, because it had a big dump. When it has big dumps, typically you go on a rally to make up for those dumps, and all the indicators show it out. The last one, of course, is the wild card. If you're following me, this is one that I follow very, very closely. It's Genesis Vision, or GVT. And GVT, again, as I've said before, it's in a classic bull market. This is bull market 101, what you're wanting to expect. Last video, I placed this line saying, hey, we're going to test this support. If we break through the support, we should test it. And what you know, this is exactly what we've done. We broke through that support. Now at the top of this support, as you can see, we are starting to peak out, which is perfectly fine. So I don't want people to look at this and be like, oh no, we're at the top, we're peaking out. So what it's doing is we're still bullish indicator, making a slightly bearish indicator, which is great. What should happen, what hopefully happens, is we make a bearish action, test this old resistance as support, and then we come up and continue onward. That would be best scenario in order to stay in this bull market. And now that I zoomed out, that's actually a little too steep. I apologize. Again, not an artist. I'm just trying to show you what I feel. But you know, it might come down here, and this is like 1340 roughly, and start coming back up like that. That'd be more realistic. So anyway, so that's kind of what GVT, based off the way it's gone, based off what it's doing, should do. And people that are looking for support levels, they're gonna go in the past and say, oh, it's gonna be up here, which is like $17, and that very well could happen. But you're in a new bearish channel. It's doing its own thing in this channel. As long as we're in these lines, we're still in a bullish channel. It's a bullish market. We're staying in this bull market. So that's kind of what we want to see from all these other coins once they start rallying. But anyway, you guys, those are just the coins I wanted to go over today. Just want to show you what we're doing. If you like this video, you would like to see more, by all means subscribe, hit that bell, smash that like button. It really helps our channel to grow. If there's a certain coin you would like me to look at and just kind of give you my personal take on it, by all means, leave me a comment below and I'll be more than willing to take a look at it. And also, again, if you're new to crypto, you want to check out that crypto style course, just look at our playlist. Our playlist has it in there. It's Crypto for Beginners. So if you want to learn just what are exchanges and stuff, by all means, check it out. It's really useful information in there. But with that, I hope you have happy trading, and we'll talk to you next time.